All right, y'all. So this is another collective reading for the week. See, I posted on Sunday last week, but this week I did not post on Sunday yesterday. Today is Monday because it's the 10. Hey. Excuse me. It's also my anniversary of being in my relationship for 4 years, y'all. I'm ready to go to the Olympics. The Olympics of the Olympic. Okay, that's just how I'm seeing it right now. But anyway, so I decided not to post a video yesterday because you know, it's the full moon in Aries, and I was just really tired yesterday. I needed to clean up my space because every Sunday I kind of like to reset and recalibrate for the week ahead. I noticed that that's just one way that I can prepare for success, you know, and it definitely helps out a lot. But this Sunday, I cleaned up way more than I thought I did. You know, I took some spirit baths and shit, you feel me, to reset my energy. What's a little weird is, for me, I cleaned up so well yesterday that there really wasn't that much for me to clean up today. And I haven't been in that place in a very, very like long time. Like, I woke up today like looking around and I was like, man, after I post this reading, like, I'll be able to relax. You feel me? I'll be able to just kind of chill. And it's not that I haven't been giving myself the space to relax. I feel like I've just been trying to play catch up. You feel me? And now I feel like I'm pretty much almost caught up. Like, I'll say it's more than 75%, but that gives me more room to relax and to like understand. So, let's just get into this reading. All right, guys. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, deities, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, please guide my tongue. Please guide my spirit. Let me say this reading with accuracy, with respect, with honor, with integrity. Help me get this reading out the way that it needs to be. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm definitely in a lot of gratitude. Amen. So, I think this reading is going to be kind of interesting. The energy's been a little interesting for me today. What I want to say is, don't let somebody tell you that you need to turn down. You feel me? I feel like it's like, all right, I was getting like amped up today, and usually I would be like, oh no, I need to calm down. I need to I need to just relax. I need to stop being so lit. And no, okay, you just need to learn how to channel your spirit. You need to learn how to be 100%. You need to learn how to fucking power up. You don't need to be always dull and cooled off. Stop humbling yourself, okay? That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. I just need to learn how not to project. It's like with this energy, I know that I need to stay at home. I need to protect myself. This is not a day that I need to go outside, try to go out to eat, because it's certain things that happen that will piss me off. Like the other day I went to Trader Joe's, real quick before we get into reading. The other day I went to Trader Joe's, and there's like the door. Say the door is right here, and this cart stall where you put all the carts at is right here. It was these two girls. They only had 2 bags. One bag for each of them. They sat and left their cart in front of the entrance. They got out the store and just left their cart in front of the entrance. And it clearly was in the way of everybody. Like, okay, then they have like this flower section or whatever. There's a lot of people who want to go get flowers and plants. It's like they blocked off that energy, blocked off that place. And I told them, I was like, hey, you don't have to leave your cart here. The cart stall is literally 2 feet away from where you left it. That shit is rude. You feel me? And then they like looked back, they were already walking. They probably thought I was just yelling for no reason. And I realized I didn't have to say that, but that shit really pissed me off, because the people who work in the stores, they're not your servants. I understand that the customer is always right or whatever, but sometimes y'all be wrong as hell. Be trying to fucking set people up and shit. Like, that's not okay. You know, this headband is really giving me those vibes of that kid off of Proud Family. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first card, well, I'm gonna read what's on the top and the bottom of the deck before I get into what I pulled. So this is 000, and it says self-rediscovery, reset, not relapse. Go inward, make positive, progressive steps towards self-reassurance and stability. Give your heart a resting place in your temple. Okay, and I want to kind of get into this card real quick because it's like, you know, 000 for me is like a reset. When you go all the way back to 0, it's like you're starting you're on a new level, okay? It's like a new power up. And I wrote that make positive progressive steps towards self-assurance, but no, it's about self-reassurance. It's about like you're doing it again, but you're at a different place than you were the last time when you started this. And home is where the heart is. That's why I said give your heart a resting place in your temple. A lot of us might have grown up in tumultuous environments, and environments that weren't really calm, environments where we had to always have our guard up, be ready to fight. And even me, I kind of revert back to that feeling like I got to defend myself and all that shit, and I just got to calm down. I got to make sure that I'm giving myself a space to calm down and fill out my emotions. And then on the back of the deck is this lyric from G Herbo's 2-5 album, I think, Make the Hood Great Again. You feel me? That is G Herbo's lyrics. I think I put that on the back of, no, I know I put that on the back of the card because there needs to be way more trees in the hood, okay? And then that Make America Great Again that Donald Trump was on, like, he did not do that. And then what's wild to me is that there's this poem by Langston Hughes that I used to recite for this like UIL scholastic competition or whatever. And he was like, let America be great again. Let it be the land that it will be or that it never was. I don't know. I do need to read the poem, so I'm actually going to do that. So this is the poem, Let America Be America Again, which was weird for me when Donald Trump was going around saying make America great again, because that was what that Langston Hughes poem was. Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain seeking a home where he himself is free. America was never America to me. Let America be the dream the dreamers dream. Let it be that great strong land of love where never kings connive nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. It was never America to me. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark? And who are you that draws your veil across the stars? I am the poor, white, fooled, and pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I am the immigrant clutching the hope I seek and finding only the same old stupid plan of dog eat dog, a mighty crush the weak. I am the young man full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, grab the gold, grab of the ways of satisfying need, work of the man, take of the pay, of owning everything for one owns greed. I am the farmer, bondsman to the soil. I am the worker, sold to the machine. I am the Negro, servant to you all. I am the people, humble, hungry, mean. Hungry yet today despite the dream. Beaten yet today, O pioneers, I am the man who never got ahead. I am the poorest worker bartered through the years. Yet I'm the one who dreamt our basic dream in the old world while still a serf of kings who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring scenes. In every brick and stone, in every furrow turn, that's made America the land it's become. Oh, I'm the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home. For I'm the one who left dark Ireland's shore, and Poland's plain, and England's grassy lea, and torn from black Africa's strand, I came to build a homeland of the free. The free? Who said free? Not me. Surely not me. The millions on relief today, the millions shot down when we strike, the millions who have nothing for our pay, for all the dreams we've dreamed, and all the songs we've sung, and all the hope we've held, and all the flags we've hung. The millions who have nothing for our pay except the dream that's almost dead today. Oh, let America be America again, the land that has never been yet. And yet must be the land where every man is free. The land that's mine, the poor man's, Indians, Negroes, me. Who made America? Whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, who's plowing the rain, must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me any ugly name you choose. The steel of freedom does not stain from those who live like leeches on people's lives. We must take back our land again, America. Oh yes, I say it plain. America was never America to me, and yet I swear this oath America will be. Out of the rack and ruin of our gangster debt. He said gangster, I said gangster. Out of the rack and ruin of our gangster death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies. We the people must redeem the lands, the mines, the plants, the river, the mountains, and the endless plain. All the stretch of these great green states and make America again, bitch. That is what I wrote. Make the hood great again. Y'all don't know who y'all be sleeping on. Y'all don't know who y'all be playing with. I just saw 1111 on this thing. That is why I wrote that on the bottom of that card. On that card. Okay? So let's get into the reading, y'all. What the fuck is language? Okay, that's what I wrote. Because we have a lot of different people who live in America. They always call, like, okay, it started off in New York, you feel me? Because it was like a major port city, that great melting pot. It's a lot of different people who come from a lot of different places who came to seek asylum. They came to seek freedom from religious persecution, persecution from, like, just really like Europe. I know Europe really came here because the Church of England, they weren't really allowing divorces. Women couldn't own land, and that shit was still goofy when these people got to America on this land. They was like importing slaves and shit, exporting slaves. It was a whole slave trade going on. So it was really never free, but it's a lot of different demographics of people who came here to be free. They were sold a dream. You feel me? They were sold that this was the land of opportunity. I heard the land of 1,000 dances. So, you know, they wanted to come here and see what it is, try to make that dream shake, try to make it do what it do. And it just wasn't that. It's a lot of different languages being spoken here. But I believe that love is the universal language. There's like a lot of people who be like, oh no, I don't understand what you're saying if you're just speaking English. And it's like, I try my best to understand that and, you know, accommodate the best way that I can see is necessary. Like, okay, personally speaking, I'm gonna tell you okay, so there is a certain road that is two ways. You feel me? There is no stop sign. You can't stand there. Last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, I went outside to take the trash out, and there was a car that was just waiting for me. It was just waiting. It didn't move until I walked past it. And then it came in and parked in front of the apartments. It don't have no apartment sticker. You can't park here if you don't live here type shit. I took a video of it because it was like 3 different cars. Like it was like a formation of people just immediately waiting for me at all different exits. And I'm like, well, what are they doing? Why would they just drive by? Earlier today, it was another woman parked today, and I thought it was like the same car. So I came outside to inspect it to see, like, okay, you don't have a sticker. Do you live here? And she was like, no, I don't speak English. So I tried to speak in Spanish, and she was like, oh no, I work, I help clean up. And I was like, okay, my bad. And I just went on about my day. And I realized that, I was like, viva en la casa, like you live here. Like, I mean, I didn't say aquí, you feel me? Like, is your house here? Do you live here? Is your house here? You live in your house here? That's how I tried to say it, because I'm tired of people. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch somebody stalk me. She wasn't one of the people that was stalking me, so I just didn't press it any further and went on about my day. Was feeling pretty bad about it because I didn't mean to like make anyone feel bad or whatever, but I feel like I'm tired of being scared. I'm ready to take a stand. You feel me? I'm not gonna allow people to fucking scare me out of some shit. Spit. The second card that I have is intent. Okay. The intention, that's where all the answers lie. You feel me? It's about what someone, like, it's like, okay, yes, actions definitely speak louder than words. But sometimes people aren't always aware of what they do. People aren't always aware of what they've been taught. And the reason why I feel like what the fuck is language came out is because there's a lot of ways to manipulate someone whose first language isn't English. There's a lot of ways to tell them that, oh, this is how you have to act. This is the way that you have to be. And they won't understand. They won't communicate because they won't know how to communicate in a way that is true and honest because they weren't taught with the right intent, okay? The next card I have is Aries. Aries is where the moon is right now. Aries is a fire sign. I'm going ahead and give you the rundown of what Aries is. It's the first astrological sign of the zodiac. The symbol is a ram. I told you that it is the zodiac element is fire. The sun transits this sign from approximately March 20th to April 21st. It's a cardinal. That's the quality. The sign ruler is Mars. A detriment is, the meaning of that is root. There's categories. Okay, it says that the traditional belief of astrology known as essential dignity is the idea that the sun, moon, and planets are more powerful and effective in some signs than others because the basic nature of both is held to be in harmony. By contrast, they are held to find some signs to be weak or difficult to operate in because their natures are thought to be in difficult. These are to be in conflict. These categories are dignity, detriment, exhaustion, and fall. Dignity and detriment is, they said, a planet is strengthened or dignified if it falls within the sign that it rules. Let me just find what that is because I feel like that shit is kind of important. Hold on, y'all give me a second. Okay, a planet is strengthened or dignified if it falls within the sign that it rules. In other words, it is said to exercise rulership of the sign. For example, the moon in Cancer is considered strong, well dignified. If a planet is in the sign opposite which it rules or is dignified in, it is said to be weakened or in detriment. For example, the moon in Capricorn, this may be termed debility. So for Aries, the detriment, it says the detriment of it is Venus. So I guess if Venus is in Aries, it might cause some calamity. Okay, the exhaustion is in Sun, and the fall is Saturn. Okay, and Saturn's been coming up a lot for me readings. So, according to the tropical system of astrology, the Sun enters the sign of Aries when it reaches the March equinox, typically on March 21st. Yeah, so there's that. I've been kind of real fired up. I've been like a little bit more stressed. I know that last week when I read about the moon being in Aries, it said that it rules like posture, blood flow, striated muscles, which are muscles that are connected to the bones, and the bloodstream, I believe that's what it said. Yeah, so I just feel like it's about like claiming your inner strength and not having like an attitude about it. And I was like, not stopping your flow, not motherfucking not allowing yourself to pop off about things that will usually cause you to be angry. It's like, now it's time to take stock of what's going on. For me, I feel like I hear the word persistent when it comes to Aries. Like, it's like perseverance. People, like, I would read a lot about Aries. Like, people would say that when it comes to the sign of Aries, that they're like headstrong. They like push the energy forward. You feel me? So there's that. Yeah. The next card that I have is this one. Okay. It said, manipulation transitioned from a fear to a new energy that helps and heals paranoia and stagnant beliefs. And then I wrote that it's not a band-aid. So it's like not a band-aid solution. I wrote this card because I was feeling like I was being manipulated to act out of my character a lot. So I wanted to know how I could take control of it. So I just started realizing that there's a positive way to manipulate things and there's a negative way to manipulate things, and then there's a way to just let things be the way that it is. And manipulation could even just be like forcing a change, you feel me? It's like going a way that people don't expect you to go and then just staying with that. So I said that it transitioned from a fear to a new energy that helps and heal paranoia and stagnant beliefs. I also believe that people manipulate situations out of fear, and that could just be being like, okay, it's like with that situation that happened earlier. Like I could have went and called the front desk, even though she was like, oh no, I work, help cleaning this shit up. Like I'm not just here for no reason. Could have tried to call the police like a lot of people do and been like, oh, well, I still felt uncomfortable, and manipulated that situation against that woman. And I didn't. I just fucking let it go. And then I just kind of like understood how I've been triggered, I've been traumatized, and how that was a bit of a projection. And I said protection, but projection mixed together. And I was just trying to protect myself and my home and my family type shit. So it's not a band-aid solution. I'm really figuring it out that, yeah, I be fucking paranoid sometimes because of how other people have manipulated and used their power in ways that wasn't with the right intent, okay? Next card I have is Malcolm X, and I have it, and it kind of came out in reverse. I kept it in reverse. And I think it's because in terms of revolutionary identities, we have to figure out another way to fight. I think that war wants to even evolve. I don't think that it's always gonna be, I think it's like we have to understand what Malcolm was saying, and we need to understand what Martin was saying. And it's kind of like fuse them both and you'll come to the middle ground, because Malcolm ended up being a part of the Nation of Islam, and he was told some very wrong things. He was manipulated by who was it? What's this man's name? Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad told him that there was like all these black people. I think he told him it was like all these black people practicing religion in Mecca. Malcolm X made a pilgrimage to Mecca, saw a whole bunch of different white people, different kinds of people, not just even white people. Just saw a whole lot of palm colored people. Worshiping and understand the religion. It was all different types of people there, and he understood. He had conversations with them, talked to them, and he was talking about how, okay, I just gotta say it. I'm trying to like figure out a better way to say it, try to be like politically correct, and that shit's not working. I have to just say it. Elijah Muhammad had a lot of different wives, okay? He had a lot of different kids by a lot of different women, and those women were underage, okay? Malcolm understood that that religion that Elijah Muhammad was teaching and all of that stuff, it was more to do, it was like more of a cult, okay? And he definitely was on some pedophilic shit, okay? Now, there was this documentary I watched. It was like about Malcolm and Muhammad Ali, and they were talking about how Malcolm X had got kind of kicked out of the Nation of Islam, you know, and they were, you know, distancing themselves away from him, and he tried to take a meeting with Muhammad Ali and was like, you know, be on my side, come over here, where it's at, for me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And due to the manipulation that Muhammad Ali felt, you know, he sided more with the Nation of Islam. And then there was this clip of this documentary I was watching, where Muhammad Ali's brother was like, if someone wants to have a little girl on a relationship with a little girl, that's no one's business, or some shit like that. And it's like, you know, what are y'all doing? What are y'all exactly doing? What is it that you say that you're doing? Because they didn't help Black people. Also, in Scientology, now the Nation of Islam and Scientology are working together, and they're using, the Nation of Islam is like using their, the Scientology's like, shit, I don't know what it's called. Something that starts with a D. I don't really feel like, I was gonna say diuretic. I don't know what it's called. It's something weird. And I watched this show on Netflix called Surviving Scientology, with Leah Remini, I think. Hope I'm saying her name right. I've just been kind of butchering a lot of these names. But it was this one guy in particular who was in the Nation of Islam, was saying that he was confused that they started adopting those teachings from Scientology in this point of time, because that typically is not something that is really, you know, about Black empowerment. And he was confused how he, as a Black man, was gonna take that on. He was just very confused. The next card that I want to talk about is, that popped out, this says, quit the cult shit, be your own person. And I think that is why Malcolm X popped out underneath in the reverse, because it's like, if he just, I believe that if he kind of like went on his own earlier and didn't try to be underneath the Nation of Islam, his he would still be alive. Personally speaking, I feel like these cults, they come to you and they give you all this money. They tell you that they're supporting you, they're supporting your cause, and they don't. They just want to dismantle the efforts that you're bringing to shed light in this world. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about that. Usually, when this card pops out, I have the trigger warning card. The trigger warning card is on the back. So I do want to say trigger warning. This that popped up is left, okay? And that can mean anything: left wing, right wing, masculine, feminine. So the feminine side, for me, I feel like I'm kind of more in my feminine energy. We're in Libra. I believe that Libra is more of a feminine sign, so we're probably just healing that part of the collective right now. If I Google left, I wonder what comes up. It says, on toward or relating to the side of a human body or a thing that is to the west, when the person or thing is facing north. So like in the description they gave is like her left eye. It's relating to a person or group favoring liberal, socialist, or radical views. The left hand part, side, or direction. Yeah, a group or party favoring liberal, socialist, or radical views. Then I have man that popped up. I think that it could, so I think that for me, what I would like to say, this reading is a little weird for me. It's just because this is things that I'm not really vocal about when I make a video. These are things that I pretty much talk about, or I like tweet about. It's not something that I really like show my face saying. But I feel like men, you guys need to focus on healing your feminine side. Whether you are a man in this life or not, it doesn't really matter. You still come from a woman as well as a man. So there are going to be feminine aspects that we need to face and that we need to heal. There is a way of healing things, and I think it's about getting more in touch with our feminine side, everybody. So that means we need to be in in a place, in an energy of receiving, in an energy of allowance, in the energy of just trusting and understanding that some of these conversations that we're having, they're not going to be easy. They're going to be hard conversations, and we need to just stick through it, persevere, not run, not fucking fall into shelter. And especially with what I was just speaking about with Elijah Muhammad, there's a lot of women, there's a lot of men that have been taken advantage of. And they have been aligning themselves with an energy that they don't know what it leads to, okay? The cover up is always worse. The cover up for a lie is always worse than just telling the truth. Okay. So this card was actually in reverse. Trigger warning is sexual abuse, okay? It needs to be talked about, especially as we're going into Scorpio season. That is the energy of death, rebirth, transformation. Personally, for me, it definitely comes with not the energy itself, but the like the lessons. I definitely have been healing a lot of memories and energies that I've had in terms of being sexually abused. And for anyone that is facing that, dealing with that, it is an everyday thing. It doesn't go away. But the best way to take control over yourself and your emotions and the anger that comes with it is self-care, learning what resonates with your body, getting back in touch with your emotions. It's like more care and gentleness and ease is required. I believe that's like the medicine or whatever to help, because it's like, it's something, it might not have always been violent, but the emotions that come up, there is some violent emotions that come up. And in order to not project on anyone or trigger anyone else, it's best to really just like come within and heal. See, this reading was a little bit different because I let the cards charge by the window overnight. I had some crystals by it. So I was not shuffling the cards. It's not my energy only that comes up. I think it's an energy in the collective. And it's definitely something that I've been talking about, because we do have a problem with pedophilia and excusing it with the entertainment industry, with school, academia. It's a lot of that shit going on. And I think we need to stop being afraid and pushing that shit underneath the rug. We need to understand that there's a whole new generation of children coming up, and we need to protect them. And how we protect them is by trusting them and listening to them when they say they want to go in to an energy. When they say that they want to learn how to do something, we need to trust them. And if you're not all the way privy about it, if you've had some negative experience with it, do your research, talk to them, understand where they're coming from, do different things, do your due diligence to not just write them off, okay? The next way to heal that is to unleash your creative side, okay? This came out last week. Unleash your inner thug thizzle, your creative side. Homie, don't play that. It's by saying no when you need to say no. It's by setting boundaries when you need to set boundaries. If there's someone around you in your energy that makes you feel weird, they make you feel creepy, and you don't really understand why, you need to set that boundary. You need to have a backbone, okay? Straighten your spine. Say no. Practice with me right now. No, 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 no. No, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. This does not make me feel comfortable. I am not okay with that, okay? That starts it. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people, a lot of predators, they have a different type of network that they operate on, okay? And now you need to understand when you're not feeling safe somewhere. And the best way to do that, the best way to feel your personal autonomy, your personal energy, is by being creative, doing things that, like, okay, I have these sunflowers here. You feel me? It could be something as simple as putting fresh flowers in your home, putting them in a container, putting them in water, getting a notepad, starting to write, starting to draw, do little doodles, singing, rapping, dancing, stretching, any way that you can add creativity to your life, it doesn't have to be mundane. It's time to switch it up. That shit's gonna protect you. You being like, it's like what people would see as weird. Now, I'm not saying go be weird to someone else, but I'm saying like if you know, had your headphones in, you had your hood on, you just be watching television, doing your thing, like definitely just, you know, protect your energy in that sense. Like, get to know yourself, get to know your creative side. It's not going to be easy all the time. Sometimes it's going to be hard, sometimes it's going to hurt, sometimes there's going to be pain. But you know what? Pain and suffering are not the only aspects of life. They're not the only ways to heal it. There are possibilities in your life. There's different possibilities. The possibilities are endless. And I think I put like the gold tape on top of it because I wanted to remind myself that, give me a second. Hello?
Hey, this is Mike with Untitled. I was just reaching out regarding your U.S. Concealed Carry Association membership. How's it going?
I'm not in it's going fine. Can you call back later?
Absolutely. What time would be good for you?
Like next week sometime.
Okay. If you want, I can just reach out like Wednesday of next week and discuss it then.
Okay, yep, that'll be cool. Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. Just know there's doing some automated emails. Don't worry about me in that school, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, I just needed to take a second to get back into it. Okay, it's about protecting yourself. The gold on here signifies my hair is just like stuck to this because, you know, these cards have been everywhere with me and everything. Just went ahead and took that off. But the gold signifies like your reality, the abundance coming back, just your magic. You feel me? I feel like it's about, a lot of us have been removed from our natural magic, our natural way of living. And it's about trusting in the different possibilities that you have in life. Okay. And that shit will correct itself. Okay. Pain. This is what I was talking about earlier, okay? That there is gonna be pain that comes up. And you know, would it be like no pain, no gain? To a certain extent, that shit is true. If you're not feeling out your emotions, if you know you've had some trauma in your life and you're only focused on like feeling positivity, anytime anything with any type of negativity comes up, you just shut it down, kind of like how I shut up that conversation. You're not allowing yourself the freedom to explore the deeper parts of yourself that you haven't felt. Like, I feel like it's a lot of shadow work coming up for me right now. And I'm actually more optimistic to figuring it out than before. I'm more open to understanding who it is. Like, this video was really long, and even just now I was kind of questioning, like, damn, should I just like keep this sprite for me and not post this video? But I feel like, nah. Because this is my normal energy. A lot of times, I told you at the beginning of this time, like, I'm a fucking, just always like shut myself up because people are uncomfortable by me being kind of turned up, if I'm loud, if I have like different, you know. All right, honestly, due to a lot of the fucking trauma that I've been through, I have sometimes different personalities and I go through different emotions and energies like really fucking quick. And I've just learned how to regulate it myself. First, it was by doing athletics when I was like in junior high and high school. And then there was a time where I was like, look, I don't like this. They're like, my body is hurting. My like, these people are not understanding how much I'm pushing myself. They're trying to tell me to just work through the pain because I made a commitment. I'm letting down all these people when my team wasn't even really supporting me. There was times where we'd be cool, but there'd be times where I pissed them off, where they would talk about me in a room, where like I have friends that weren't my friends. They were making group chats because and not even putting me in it because they said my attitude was too bad. And honestly, I was at a point in time where I did not understand how to be black in America because Donald Trump just got fucking elected. He like the Republican chose him to be one of the representatives for the party. This was like way before the major election between him and Hillary. It was like between him and all these other people, and he was talking about dissing all these people wives and shit, talking about their wives, and he was talking about putting up a wall so the immigrants can't come over from Mexico. And I just thought that shit was racist. Okay, that shit was very racist. And you heard the poem that I read, Let America Be America Again. That was a poem that I was fucking reading in 8th grade. I stopped doing poetry when I was in high school. My grandma got mad at me because she thought that I was like ruining my chance to go to college. I didn't even know if I wanted to go to college anymore because they were saying that if you tweet certain things, like I even had a basketball coach tell me that my big braids were gonna keep schools from recruiting me to go to their school. And I'm like, this is a hairstyle. This is how I'm expressing myself. If schools don't like the way that I'm expressing myself, if they see that as ghetto, then that's not a place that I want to be. That's not something I'm going to be, because there's going to be other ways that I'm learning how to express myself. So I grew up in a time where people were telling me that being too black was rude, that they weren't going to accept me. That's why on the bottom of this deck, it's Make the Hood Great Again, because you guys don't understand who you're hurting. Or maybe you do and you just don't care and you want to act like you do so you could keep getting away with discrimination and racism. It's up to you. Okay, this reading is going to get a little bit better, so it's okay. Okay, so the meaning of this card . Diversify your bonds, and then I put diversify your bands. So the meaning is a method of reducing financial risk by spreading one's money among many different kinds of securities. This mitigates risk because a portfolio invested in multiple assets classes is less likely to be affected by the negative performance of one single investment. And what I take that as is like, it's like having multiple streams of income. It's like investing in different things. And I think it's about being versatile. It's about, and then just I'm going to tell you what diversity means. And I think about Diversity Day and that Dave Chappelle's skit when that man was like, diversify your bonds, nigga. Diversity means variety, okay? It's the practice or quality of including or involving people from a range of different social and ethnic backgrounds and of different genders or sexual orientations. So it's just the whole diaspora of Earth. It's accepting, like I see that as accepting everything. So it's like if you want to make your money, it's best to do it like that. You feel me? To have multiple streams of income. That's what I'm seeing it as. And then I will keep showing this card. Make the hood great again. It's the best way to do that. Atmosphere. Okay. I will give you the scientific term of atmosphere. An atmosphere is the layers of gases surrounding a planet or other celestial body. Earth's atmosphere is comprised of about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases. And another definition is it's the whole mass of air that surrounds the Earth. The gas surrounding a heavenly planet, a heavenly body or a planet. The atmosphere of Mars is made up of carbon dioxide, the air in a particular place, a surrounding influence or set of conditions in an atmosphere of excitement. So it's like read the room. You feel me? Every room that you're in, read it. Understand why you're there. Understand if that's the room that you even want to be in. Understand if this is a room where you're gonna usher in change and be like, no, this shit needs to be more diversified. You need more multiple streams of income. You need multiple types of people in this bitch. And if you don't accept people of color, you don't accept black people, I definitely don't think that you're diversifying anything. So that's on that. This card is you is an artiste, 2 snaps, an acquired taste, rich ass bitch. And I think this keeps coming up, and it's like about, okay, you have to see the art in what you're doing. You have to understand that, okay, when you start drawing a picture, when I start painting a painting, okay, I start with one line. And sometimes I know what I'm gonna paint. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's really just a freestyle. And then I get to a certain point where I'm like, okay, this picture looks like this. And I need to keep going. You need to see the art in your life. If you allow yourself to be creative, to find creative solutions, see the art in what you're doing, I feel like that's allowing, and you're just allowing growth. It's the best way to have a positive attitude for whatever's going on in your life. And when you do something that's like an art project, you understand that you might not have control over everything, every single aspect, but what you do have control of and what you're learning from, and then you pair that together, it's a masterpiece. Your life is a masterpiece. It's about honoring and loving your life. It's about finding the beauty in your life and finding the joy. And if you don't have that, you have to create it. You have to make it. That's why everyone is artists. You have to connect into that. And also, when I want to talk about how there's other countries that have art as a branch of government, or like the arts, like they have a branch of government that support and feed money into that. In America, we do not have that, but we definitely need that. While I was growing up, I was understanding how a lot of places were like, you know, getting rid of the choirs, of the art classes, of band classes and all that shit. And for me, when I was growing up in junior high, it was like you could choose between band, art, and athletics, and I wanted to do all 3, and I wasn't able to stick with all 3 because there was other things that I needed to do or whatever. So I just stuck with band, and that shit really helped me a lot. You feel me? I really don't know how it's going to play out. I've seen some things, I've dreamt up some really cool things, and with like Beyonce's homecoming that she did, Beychella, like that shit was awesome. That shit definitely was a start in me understanding how to fuse those different things that I learned from band. And then Solange with the majorette scenes and stuff that she did, that she incorporated into the When I Get Home visuals, that definitely helped heal a lot of stuff too. So I'm kind of excited to see where my brain takes me, where my heart and soul takes me with that. That was just a little example. The next card that I have is the word exude. And exude means, okay, in terms of people, It is, if it's a person, you display an emotion or quality strongly and openly. And also, this one's a little weird definition. It says that it can be a discharge, a moisture, or a smell slowly and steadily. And the sentence that they use is the beetle exudes a caustic liquid. So it's like to give off or to give out, basically. And it's about, like, for me, the reason why I wrote it, it's like, what is your, do you have pizzazz? Like, even if you have a quiet, you know, demeanor about it, what is it? It's like the energy that speaks for you when you don't have to speak. Even though I've been talking in there for an hour. It's been 50 minutes in this video. Okay, this is long, y'all. I started from 15 minutes to 20 minutes. I thought this was gonna be more of a 30-minute video. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Okay. I'm just like, what are you exuding? What's the energy that you put off? You feel me? And if you don't like what you give off, you can change at any moment. You can decide to be who you want to be at any moment. You got that power. I think what it's about, okay, tap into that sacral energy, okay? That's gonna heal that. That's gonna get you more into depth with who you are and what you want to be and what you want to do, okay? The sacral, related to the sacrum, is in between the first and the second sacral vertebrae, okay? And it also can mean of, for, or relating to sacred rites or symbols. And then in terms of the chakras, it is believed to be the second chakra in the human body. It's thought to govern oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. They said that the symbol of the sacral chakra is orange with 6 petals surrounding the center. The circles in connection with the lotus flower petals represent the cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. The tangential circles also create a crescent moon shape, which reminds us of the connection between creativity and the phases of the moon. This is about right. This is about right for this time period that we're in, and especially with the seasons that we're going to be going into. October, Halloween, the color is orange. Like, think about that, okay? Just think about that. According to the Sahara Rose, the colors and the symbols associated with the different energy centers are reflective of the vibration of the chakras. When the ancient rishis meditated on the energy of the chakras, those were the colors and symbols that arose in their mind. This chakra is associated with sensuality and creativity. The primary function of this energy center is pleasure and overall enjoyment of life. When this chakra is balanced and functioning properly, we can expect our relationship with ourselves and the world to feel harmonious, pleasurable, and nurturing. Also, how the first card that came out is like, what the fuck is language? I struggle with saying the word chakra. I've actually not saying it in a while. It's because, like, Lucy always be telling me how to say it correctly, and like my tongue just learning how to pronounce that correctly. So I did not want to butcher it. Respect and apologies if I have offended anyone who comes across this video by my horrible way of pronouncing it, okay? So, this chakra is associated with the element of water. The water element is all about flow, flexibility, and freedom of expression when it comes to emotions and sensuality. This energy center, when balanced, offers direct access to flow, flexibility, and fun. In working with this chakra, you will address your relationship with both others and yourself. Personally, you'll discover you have unlimited creative power. You'll learn how to cultivate a healthy relationship to pleasure, and you'll gain insight into your default reactions and deepest emotions and learn how to sit with the depth of your feelings. You will more freely express your wants, needs, and emotions with others. You will also learn how to express yourself more skillfully and how to begin setting healthy boundaries. And signs of a blocked energy in the chakras can manifest in our emotional, spiritual, and even physical bodies. Physical symptoms of blocked chakras many times occur in the area of the blocked energy center. When the sacral chakra is out of alignment, you may experience any of the following: chronic or low back pain, ovarian cysts and other reproductive issues, urinary tract infections, impotence, pain during intercourse, complications with the bladder and kidneys, and other pelvic/lower abdominal issues. Blocked chakras can also greatly affect the quality of our mind and thoughts. Mentally, blocked sacral energy can manifest as issues such as codependency or feeling overwhelmed by our emotions. Other signs your sacral chakra might be blocked is overindulgence in sexual fantasy, lack of interest in sex altogether, difficulty expressing our emotions, needs, and creativity. To balance the sacral chakra, this is what it says. Through the chakras can become blocked by certain habits and imbalances in the body, mind, and soul. We can bring back these energy centers into alignment with the right tools and care. Here are some ways to balance your sacral chakra for optimal creativity, pleasure, and emotional expression. Practice asana postures that target the sacral area. Some of these poses include the Nananda Balsana, Happy Baby, Utkatta Kanasana, the goddess pose, and Malasana, a squat. Use stones and crystals to balance the sacral chakra. Take a soothing bath with essential oils. Tap into your creative side through journaling, dance, art, or whatever your preferred expression is. Practice the use of affirmations. When the sacral chakra is healthy and in alignment, you will be able to source energy for creativity, movement, procreation, desire, pleasure, and relationships. You will be able to freely express your wants and needs in relationships, and pleasure will be a priority. Creativity and visualization will become easy for you to tap in when you see that your sacral is aligned. So, I will be putting this link. I will put this link in the description so you can look up what the poses are, any more information, or if you just want to read the article yourself and then go into your own research, okay? The next card that I have is the Empress, okay? I really like this card. So I'm gonna just tell you what it is. There's a movie, oh no, there's a show on Netflix that's called The Empress. Now, I don't know, I might have to look into it, see what it is, and it came up. I'm gonna tell you what the tarot card definition is, because that is where it is inspired by. It's something that I've always known, something I've read from time to time, but I haven't really looked it up to give you the definition, from heart, from soul. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. The Empress is a mother, a creator, a nurturer. In many decks, she can be shown as pregnant. She can represent the creation of life, romance, art, or business. The Empress can represent the germination of an idea before it's ready to be fully born, and the need to be receptive to change. Now, I'm gonna look up on tarot cards so you guys can also do your research if you want to. I'm gonna link it in the description box. So it is, like I said, pregnancy, fertility, motherhood, sensuality, nurturing, creativity, beauty, femininity, nature, harmony, art. The Empress Tarot is the major arcana, also the card of femininity and motherhood. It is one of the strongest pregnancy cards in the tarot deck. If you are a mother, you will really come into your own and find fulfillment. If you are a father, the Empress encourages you to build on your communication with your children and show them your nurturing side. Even if you are not a parent, when the Empress appears, the message is the same. You should embrace your softer side. Allow yourself to explore the emotions you are feeling and listen to your intuition. People will be drawn to you, especially those in need of the empathy, compassion, and nurturing you're able to provide. And then you can look up what it means in love and relationships, in your money, in your career, in your health. I'll read what it means in the health and the spirituality aspect, okay? I guess I'll read them all, okay? So in the spirituality aspect, it says, when the Empress appears in a tarot reading in a spiritual context, it indicates that your intuition is telling you something and you just slow down and take the time to listen to it. Your instincts will be on point, and it's a good time to start or continue down a spiritual path, as you will find it easy to connect to your higher power and everything will flow nicely for you. It indicates now is a good time to nurture your spiritual and creative gifts and connect to Mother Earth. With health, the Empress is a very strong pregnancy indicator and a very good omen of success for those that are actively trying to get pregnant. On the flip side, if you're not intending to get pregnant and you're capable of getting pregnant, the Empress is a warning to be very careful and take proper precautions. If pregnancy is not a factor in your health concerns, the Empress is an indicator that you need to nurture yourself more and listen to your body's signals. Watch your energy levels, take time out for yourself to relax and unwind. In a career context, when the Empress appears in a tarot reading, you'll be feeling very creative and will inspire the people around you with your passion. You will be full of new ideas. For those trying to decide on a career or thinking of changing a career, it is usually an indicator that you would do well in a creative field such as the arts. Financially speaking, this is a good time for cash flow. It is also a good time to follow your intuition in terms of investments. As you reap the benefits, remember to share your abundance of wealth with those in need. In love and relationships, the Empress Tarot in a love tarot reading is a very positive card to get. If you are single, get ready to mingle because the Empress indicates that real love and romance is on the way. If you are in a relationship, it is an indicator of a committed relationship becoming deeper and more loving and affectionate. The Empress is also an indicator of good sex. For those enjoying the romance, the Empress card can bring you the Empress card can bring you. For those enjoying the romance For those of you enjoying the romance, the Empress card can bring. They didn't write this sentence correctly, bro. The Empress is a strong pregnancy indicator, so if you're not ready for parenthood, take proper precautions with the romance that the Empress card can bring you. Oh, they didn't put a comma. This was a run-on sentence. It was definitely very hard for me to read this. It says, for those enjoying the romance the Empress card can bring, which it should be a comma or something here. You must also remember that the Empress is a strong pregnancy indicator. So if you're not ready for parenthood, take proper precautions. Your fertility. Ooh, that was hard to say. That was really hard to say. Now I'm gonna read, it was in the upright. I don't think I need to read what it means in the reverse because it wasn't in the reverse. I should not read it. You guys can read it. I'm gonna leave the link down below. So if you're just not really resonating with that card, read what it means in the reverse on this website and figure out how that applies to your life. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Didn't think I would have to say that, but I'm gonna say it. Okay, so the number 3 is significant. You know what? I think that's the 3. The Empress is the 3rd card in terms of the major arcana. Like you have like the ones that aren't major, which would be like, you know, the swords, like the 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and then the major arcana are like the big cards, you know, like the Hierophant 3 is that. So, but I'm gonna read what 3 angel number is. And you know, I used to watch Schoolhouse Rock, so there's that and it's 313, so 3 is definitely a number for the energy right now. It's like this song, it was like 3 is a magic number. Some has 3 sides. No more, no less. You don't have to guess. Yes, indeed, you get 3. It's a magic number. A man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did. They had 3 in the family. It's a magic number. That's all I remember. So I'm gonna read the 3rd angel number 3, and it's by iPublishing. Okay, y'all, I will put the link in the description so you can verify with your own eyes. because I know I don't be trusting people. Oh, goodness gracious. And it's by some woman named Erica Jensen. Now, if you know me, it's motherfucking Erica Janae in the place to be. So, all right. Angel number 3 is a personal guardian angel that exists for each and every one of us. They are there to keep the person safe for the rest of their days. They are using a variety of methods to convey their thoughts and feelings in angel to human correspondence. Spiritual angel numbers are a common medium of exchange. The angelic number 3 is one of them. What does it mean? What does the number 3 mean in the language of the angels? Remember the first card? What the fuck is language? Well, we're about to figure it out. The meaning and symbolism of angel number 3 is closely linked to feelings of hope and optimism. Many people's futures look bright if they see this number. In numerology, the number 3 is a representation of wisdom and balance. It is also regarded as a sign of originality, openness, and openness to the world. The meaning and importance of angel number 3 will be explored in greater detail in these following paragraphs. I hate when they put shit like that. Like, just come on, explain it, baby. The significance of angel number 3, let's see. It suggests that you will soon have many reasons to celebrate. You will receive excellent news if you keep seeing this powerful number. The good news is that it'll arrive sooner than you think. It's also urging you to put your heart and soul into your work. You know what I thought about today when I was like brushing my teeth? Like, I was like, damn, I'm brushing my teeth hard. And then like, I did like a little dance so I could motherfucking get into the little energy. And I thought about Sha'Carri Richardson when she did this live. Like I saw a clip of her live on my Instagram feed, and she was like, it doesn't matter if you're an athlete, if you want to do makeup, if you want to do hair, if you want to sing, if you want to dance, go 100%. You go hard as you can when you do what you do, and it will pay off. And I was like, this is why I'm brushing my teeth so hard. I'm going hard. I'm giving 100%. And when I was dancing, I was like, yeah, I'm going hard. I'm gonna go hard in this reading. Yeah, I'm gonna give 100%. And it's like, that's something that I always like prided myself on, is that I'm gonna give my all. You feel me? I'm not gonna give my all to where I'm tapped out, but I have a lot of energy for whatever exercise it is that I want to do, whatever it is that I want to do, and I'm gonna give it all. You feel me? I'm gonna be happy that I gave my all. So it said that's what I thought about, and I just thought it was a very good tidbit to share because it has come up and it came up today. So why not? You should have pleasure in every moment of your life. What did I tell you guys earlier about finding the art in your life? Am I lying? Am I lying, y'all? And y'all need to quit saying if I'm lying and I'm flying, because stop it. We gonna learn how to fly, and it's not gonna be off a lie, even though it rhymes. You should have pleasure in every moment of your life, and love will enable you to do so. You need to be kind to others around you. Put yourself out there. This world revolves around giving. You'll be adored if you show your affection. I needed to hear that because I was not showing no affection this morning. But I got to get back on the right path. Got to get back on the right path. Pace yourself. Get excited. In numerology, the number 3 is associated with self-assurance. It serves as a timely reminder to exude. Didn't that card come up earlier? Exude. In numerology, the number 3 is associated with self-assurance. It serves as a timely reminder to exude self-assurance at all times. Y'all remember that 000 card? It's 3 zeros. Do I need to show it to you again? Three zeros. It's critical to put your faith in your gut instincts and have a positive outlook. Maintain a sense of equilibrium in your life at all times. You must stay on the course you have chosen. You might meet many difficulties along the way. They say you will meet many difficulties along the way, and maybe someone might meet just one big difficulty on their way that's just like ongoing until it's not. You feel me? Might not be many, could be that, could be some, could be a little bit, could be not, whatever. But you must never lose hope. Possess a positive outlook and don't be hesitant to let others know about it. Regardless of the difficulties you confront, you must have faith in yourself. Don't lose sight of the fact that you have a team of angels watching over you. They have your back and are keeping an eye on you. Completion. Instead, if you are interested in learning more about the numerology of 3, you'll have to delve back far into history. Completion and self-fulfillment are the underlying themes of this mystical number. Consider yourself fortunate if you see this number. The Holy Trinity is often depicted as a 3-headed figure in Christian art and iconography. The 3 persons of the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, make up the triune nature of God. In Christianity, the number 3 completes the circle. God will constantly watch over you if your family tree includes this digit. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. Honestly, what I say is a personal Trinity. Me, myself, and I. And it's about you use those languages, like you understand what it is when you talk about me. Understand the words that you're saying after that. Understand what you say when you say the word myself. Understand the words that you say when you use I statements. I am statements are very, very, very powerful. And okay, when it comes to understanding how we relate and how we receive messages from nature, it's easy to do that if you have a good personal relationship with yourself. That is the biggest indicator of the great relationship that you're starting to build with Earth or with whoever it is. You feel me? You got to start with yourself. It definitely starts with yourself because you spend more time with yourself than you realize. You hear your thoughts in your head. You feel me? I just want to throw that little tidbit in there. 3 is a lucky number for anyone who has it in their numerology chart. Guardian angels are constantly there to keep them safe. Despite their sense of self-awareness, they have a tendency to become conceited. They said only the humble are worthy of receiving divine favor. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that because there is certain times where people be too humble and they allow people to walk up over them and they need to be a little conceited. You got to figure out how to balance it. If someone's telling you, oh no, you have to be humble. You can't be conceited. You got to be conceited. You can't be humble. Take both of those energies, find the middle ground, and then see what the answer is. Okay? No matter what happens, remain rooted to the earth. There is no other way to be happy. That's just saying stay grounded. You feel me? Don't become too larger than life that you don't understand what's going on because earth will humble you. Earth's gonna humble you. You feel me? You still get your divine favor. It just might be a little bit delayed, okay? But anyway, don't worry about all that. Don't be like, oh, I'll never get divine favor if I'm conceited. Don't, like, anytime people, when they say only the humble, only the worthy, that is that's a bit of a biased projection. That's a little bit conceited to say that at the most. There's a better way to say it without singling someone out, okay? The concept of a human being is embodied in the number 3. Body, mind, and spirit are all represented by it. These are the 3 basic elements that make up of the Earth's composition: water, heaven, and sky. As a representation of completion and contentment, it's a powerful one. Be mindful of your spiritual and divine energy connections. Take the time to commune with your ancestors. Pray whenever you can. Make time to interact with God in whatever way possible. It will offer a sense of serenity to your spirit and a greater sense of meaning and purpose to your existence. Your life will have a greater significance when you realize it. You can rest assured that the angels will keep an eye on you and keep you safe. Pay attention to your intuition. Keep the faith. That's pretty much all I'm gonna read. But I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So if you want to read about it, you can, okay? Okay, the last card that I'm gonna read, because it kind of goes along with what I was reading about the Empress, and it's like, okay, this card is important because sexual abuse popped out. So this is for people who are ready for this moment. This is a 18+ reading, okay? This is my sexual healing card, but the way that it was, I had it like this, and it says grown and sexy, because it's like, look, with the sacral, I enjoyed how it said the part where it was like, if you are disinterested in sex as a whole, that is also an indicator that you need to heal that part. It's okay to have safe sex with people that you trust, with a person that you trust. If you're more open, that's you, okay? But just keep in mind that if someone doesn't honor your spirit, if someone doesn't honor your code, if someone doesn't understand your actions and who you are, that's not someone who might, it's not really someone who's just safe sex partner. Now, you guys don't have to be acting the same way. There's ways to be like, oh, I'm more quiet, I'm more introverted, you're more extroverted, and still respect that person. Now, that's different. I'm not saying you have to be the same person, but I'm talking about people who judge you, people who don't understand you. If you feel like your soul is misunderstood or disturbed, that's not it. But it's okay. And sometimes it might just even like require you to start building that relationship with yourself, okay? And take it how it resonates, leaves what doesn't, but there's nothing wrong with having a healthy sex life, okay? A safe, healthy sex life, especially with someone who protects your spirit, your mind, body, and soul. Now, that is the end of the reading. This was a long one, okay? That is all I had to say. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. If you stayed this long, why not? Like, comment, subscribe, share, comment what you feel, comment some affirmations that you agree with. You feel me? I'm about to start opening up who I subscribe to. I don't know if you can see that or not. So you guys can see who I've been inspired by. I'm about to start following more people, you know, showing that following list a little bit more. You know, I've had to take some time to reconnect, reconvene, understand who I am, learn and grow. So, you know, there's that. I'm ready to start building this community, be a part of the community that I'm part of, or whatever, put myself out there. That's the end of the reading, y'all. Don't gotta go home, but I gotta get the book. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Have a great week. Be happy, be healthy, be whole. All right? Away we go.